Okay, question 4. So we've got a diagram and it says it's a square. So the area of this square, ABCD, is 10 centimeters squared. And we need to show that x squared plus 6x equals 1. Alright, so have a look at the diagram and have a go at the question, and I'll come back with the solution in a second. Okay, hopefully you've had a go at that. So the first thing we need to do is think about the first sentence is the area. So the area of the square is 10 centimeters squared. So we need to work out the area. Alright, and obviously it's telling us the answer, it's 10 centimeters squared, but we are going to work out the area algebraically because we have some numbers and a bit of algebra as an expression for the length of the square. So when you work out the area of the square, you generally just do one side, so the one side times the other side, so length times width, if you like. And we need to find an expression for the whole side. So you've got 3 centimeters up to this point here. Then you have to add on the length x. All right, we don't know how big that is, but it's been called x. So the expression for both of these together, if we're adding them up, would be x plus 3, because you've got the x part and the 3 part added together. And obviously that will be the same for the other side. The examiner's report says that one mistake students make is thinking that this is going to be 3x, but that would be multiplying it together, wouldn't it? So we're adding it at the moment to get the full length. Alright, so working out the area, we need to times these two brackets together because that's how we work out the area of a square. We times the two sides together. So here's the work solution, and you can see I've started by putting my two brackets next to each other to multiply them together. And then I've also put it equal to 10 because it says that, I mean, this will work out the area. The two sides multiplied together will work out the area, but it says the area is 10. So I've put, well, when I work this out, it must be equal to 10 because that's what it's telling me in the question. And then I've gone on to multiply these out. I've expanded these, so I've done 3 times 3 to give me the 9, and then 3 times x to give me 3x. This x times this 3 is another 3x. And then obviously we've got x times x at the back of the bracket, so that will give me x squared. And then I've just decided to tidy this up a bit, alright, because we're trying to get it to look like this. This is what we want our answer to look like. And so far we've expanded the bracket, we've got all this. If we tidy this up, you can add the 3x's together. So 3x plus 3x is 6x. So I've got x squared, and I've decided to write it as with the highest power first. So I've got x squared plus the 6x. And I'm looking at this, and they've got a 1 in the final expression that they want. So how am I going to get a 1 from the 10 that I've got here and the 9 that came out of expanding the brackets here? If I move this 9 across the equation, it becomes a minus 9. So we've got 10 take away 9, which will give us the 1, and then we've got the answer in the format that they want. Okay, so it's all about rearranging your expression to try and match what they've shown you at the start of the question. So the mark scheme looks like this. They're awarding a mark for trying to work out, it says the mark is given for writing the area using algebraic terms. So I did it by doing x plus 3 times x plus 3, which is what they've got there. And there is another mark given for expanding the brackets. So if you've got all of these terms correctly expanded, and it looks like we've got the equation set up for the next mark. And the final mark is given for rearranging the expression, so moving things around until it looks like what they've got at the start of the question. How do people do on this particular question? Well, 27% got no marks at all. And at the top end, 60% got 3 marks. All right, so it's always good to have a look to see where you think you would be in that grouping there. All right, so hopefully that's helpful. Move on to the next question.